Hey everybody, Budget Jedi here. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome to an amateur customization video. I do a lot of tinkering. I call it tinker videos. That's what I should call it. I do a lot of tinkering with my 6-inch figures to improve them in some way. And today I thought I'd let you guys sit in on something I'm going to try to do, which is I'm going to try to replace my Walgreens exclusive Marvel Legends Mystique arms with the arms from Black Series Luke Skywalker. So this is a pretty easy to find figure. You know, you can buy it loose from eBay. I got this one particularly for about 12 bucks. So hopefully you guys can find it cheaper if you're going to try to do this at home. And then I also have some white and blue paint or spray paint that I have lying around here that I think will match her colors. So let's take this figure out of the box. Alright, so again, good looking figure, but what I plan to do is I'd like to add more range of articulation into her arms so that I can have her posing and holding all sorts of different weapons. And as you can see, in terms of length of the arm, it pretty much matches. We're going to get rid of that hand and just replace it with her original hand, and hopefully there won't be any big problems. Okay, I've got some boiling water here that I'm going to put Luke in. I'm doing this so-called boil and pop method. I think I learned this a few years back from YouTuber Slings a Web, so thank you for the tip there, Dave. I'm going to just put the figure in boiling water. In my experience, boiling water doesn't do much but soften the plastic, doesn't damage the figure at all. Okay, so I left it in there for 15 seconds. I'm gonna make sure it's not too hot for touch, and I'm simply gonna take off the shoulder, and I'm gonna put a piece of cloth here because I don't want it to. There you go, just pops right out. The reason I'm using this cloth is because I don't want the crimper here to do damage to the plastic, if any. So I'm going to do this to the other side. And as you can see, pops up very easily. So the first thing I want to do right now is take this actual arm apart, just so it's much easier for me to paint the said parts. And you got to do this while the plastic is nice and warm. It's actually very easy to take out all of the parts while the plastic is nice and warm. And as you can see here, I believe pretty much all Marvel Legends and Black Series parts work like this. The next step would be to plan to paint it, and the paint scheme is going to be pretty much blue here on the shoulder. Upper arm will be blue as well, but then half of it will be white, elbow white, and forearm white. Now it's time for sort of conditioning the items. First thing I'm going to do is use nail polish remover. I think this is basically acetone, and I'm just going to apply it to all these parts. And the reason I'm doing this is I'm trying to get rid of the oils and any paint that might be on it. I don't think this really does much, but I did read that somebody said it helps the paint stick to the plastic. After this, we'll have to wash everything down with warm water and soap and let it dry. So it's going to be a time-consuming process indeed. Okay, made myself a cup of very hot water here. That was basically a minute in the microwave on high. And basically just to show you guys that there's several ways of heating up water. Boiling water I think works great, but this is a little bit faster. Hopefully it works fine. I'm making the figure hot or warm instead of the limbs because I'd like the actual pegs to stay cold. And as you can see, it comes in pretty easily. There you go. Alright, just put on her original hands on there, and that's what she looked like with the double jointed arms. And I think that you know, the paint is stuck on there pretty good. Only time will tell if there's going to be any rubbing, but so far it's looking like it's pretty nice and dry, and that's what she looked like. Mystique comes with these fantastical looking weapons that Hasbro keeps using. They were colored gold this time. Now I personally like posing her with realistic looking weapons, and that's what I'm trying to do here. I have her hanging out in my diorama, and just to show you guys what she would look like, you know, I've got her holding this large assault rifle here with the double jointed elbows. Now you can have her other arm clamped over like so, and her pose is a lot more dynamic here. And she can also like hold two different weapons. You know, I've got these two very cool looking guns. This one is a cast of a gun called Chris Vector, and this one is, I believe it's called a Mac 10. So, you know, again, with the double jointed elbow, you can have her kind of standing there with her arm folded like this. Which is pretty cool. Or you can have her be shooting. You know, just a couple of fun poses. You can be pointing at the same direction, but have one of her arms be folded completely. So that's pretty cool. So quick mention, if you guys are wondering where I got this casted weapons from, I got them from a place called the Resin Armory, and you can find them on Instagram as well as Facebook. I'll go ahead and make sure to put it in the description, so if you guys are interested in any of those, all you have to do is go to that link, try to contact them and see what they have available and how long it will take, etc. So, but my favorite places to get casted weapons in 1/12 scale as of now is still going to be Casting Cave and Resin Armory, so be sure to check them all out. I'll put all links down in the description. Overall, guys, quite an easy do-it-yourself type of customization you can do on your Mystique. Actually, you can do the same type of swap with Black Series Luke arms with any figures that have the same arms. Here's an example of another figure that I did this to using Black Series Luke arms. This is the Marvel Legends Elektra from the Netflix series, or Daredevil series I should say. Very easy boil and pop method, and just snap it right in. So that's another example. It pretty much works with a lot of Marvel Legends female figures, I believe. And in terms of the paints, I would recommend, if you want to do more work with it, you'll probably end up with better paint job. Instead of using the cheapy spray paints that I used, you might want to take time to sand the arms and use brushed acrylics such as Vallejo brand or Model Masters. Those are two I would recommend that people seem to use a lot. But other than that, I really appreciate you guys watching today's tinkering video, And I hope to see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.